Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Amen. Hello, Mr. Victor.
Hello, bro.
Finally, we don't see him now. Are you feeling the energy? You don't feel how easy. You don't say you go still analyze it. Wow, what a game! What a game! What a game! What a game!
Can I say something?
Please go ahead.
Are you sure?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We scored the 2 goals.
But how will you explain that Nigeria scored the only 2 goals of this game and did not win the game?
One for South Africa
And one for themselves.
One for themselves.
So we are proven to be generous brothers.
My brother.
We came to South Africa and we're generous.
Give
to
them
South
one.
Africa.
Take one. Nothing.
You are our brother, so collect
now.
this one.
Who is the giant here? Score 2 goals.
Hey, what a game.
What a match, man.
What a game. See, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is that this game favored the South Africans the most, whether we like it or not. This is another 1 point added to that which they already have, and has cemented their position at #1 spot. Wow, what a team. See, this game, so many talking points from this game. The game, I believe the two teams were, should I say, they were evenly matched in a way. It was a very good game. From the first half of the game, my own observations. First and foremost, I was not really happy about the pitch today. The pitch was not really giving. But into the first half, we saw the Super Eagles trying to get into the game. And it took them some time. It took them a while before they were able to come around. Good gameplay. And one thing that really discouraged me was when Olaino picked up that early injury. And I was like, But thank God that Osai, who was brought in to replace him, I think Osai did very well. Yeah. He was able to do very, very well. And amazing. And also for our skipper, Trust Ekong. It can happen to anybody.
Anybody, man.
So we saw, and by the way, once you're under that type of pressure, things like this are bound to happen. We saw from Nkota, that ball, it was, before Cruz take on, it was, so it can happen to anybody. And thank God, before the end of the first half, we saw that controversial goal. And one would have said, maybe the absence of VAR in this game saved Nigeria. Because people out there are saying this goal should have been cancelled. It shouldn't have stood because of the rules guiding FIFA. All right, but that's just where I'll stop for tonight. I want to get your thoughts about this game. What do you think about the match?
Okay, I didn't want to say this, but it's good that you just brought it out. The pitch, right? I do not blame the South Africans when it comes to this pitch. I do not blame South Africa as a country when it comes to this pitch. Why? Because I first of all blame CAF for labeling this pitch approved.
Oh, the pitch is approved?
Yes, it is. The stadium is approved. So, but then, why do I say that I do not blame the Bafana? Reason, Lesotho chose to play there and they were given approval. So, South Africa played Lesotho in Bloemfontein. So, do you expect them, logically, to leave the ground, the province, the area that they played their first match? Do you now want them to go and travel to play a second game? They want to stay there. They want to retain their strength, retain their energy, not traveling. And that is where I don't want to make an excuse, guys. But then it should be counted for the Nigerian side. Mind you, traveling from different parts of the world, come to you. From you after playing that tense match against Rwanda. You traveled the following day. You got to Bloemfontein by the night of the following day. That is Sunday. By Monday, you had your light training. Today is Tuesday. You're playing the game. Well, I hope, let's not overstretch on this pitch matter. I hope that, CAF needs to do better. If you are approving that kind of stadium, there are many stadiums in Africa that needs to be approved. If you must approve that Bloemfontein stadium. But then it happened. Now, to the game proper. My guy, when I saw the lineups, it was highly favorable for Nigeria to beat South Africa in this game. Because you saw faces that you wouldn't have expected that they would start this game. See, if you recall back, I said that in our short, that most of the South African players that played today, many of them are this is just their first time or second time of playing for the national team. Let me even start with even the Bokasi, the man of the match. This is his fourth time playing. In June, they played 2 games, and those were the friendlies. Then he played, the major match he played was Lesotho before today's match. For the Niger side, we had the players that are experienced, that have been playing with the team. They came to party today. Now, to the Nigerian side, I will call this between the match day 7 and match day 8. That is this window. I'll call it their best window since the World Cup qualifiers started. Because for the first time, they were able to beat a side, that is Rwanda. And coming into this game, they got a draw. Had they been the past 6 games that they were on this same level, we'll not be talking the same thing. But unfortunately, it has happened for them. Almost as it stands, you already know. Me, I know. The chance, I will just keep it at 1%, because from where the background I'm coming from, you cannot put 0. So we'll just give them 1% chance of making it to the World Cup. One will say, is it by leading this group? The chance is 0.5. But is it by second place position? Oh, guy, mind you, that second place, there are other teams that are better.
You don't even know who you're going to face.
Better African nations that are better, that we just wipe you, because they already have that cohesion. They are moving well. But then, like I said, when I saw the squad, when I saw the lineups, I had faith that Nigeria would do well. But then we saw what happened. I would say the 15, or let's just even say extend it to 20 minutes. You see that the South African side, they had speed. The speed was oozing out from the flanks. They were moving, they were mobile. Then, like you mentioned, the injury then happened. And we saw what happened. Good change, I must also say.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, good and fine. It balanced the game, and the game continued. But then, that speed came back. That pressure from the right, from Nkota, my man, came back. And we saw our 001, who did not play during the Rwanda game. And I also say that was a big surprise, seeing him starting. You know, we are thinking that maybe he has an injury, especially when he was asked, the coach was asked question in New York. We thought that, oh, come on, he has an injury, maybe he will not make it throughout this whole international window. But then we saw him, how he poked the ball into the back of the net. And guys, we saw the joy in Bloemfontein. It was like, oh, more.
I tell you,
our time has come.
I tell you.
You have to pity the South African side, guys. Yes, I say it. Why? Because since 2010, it is now looking glory. Bafana is going to the World Cup. 16 years. I beg. Make una allow them, let them go and test too. They have merited it. You have seen it from this group. They have merited it. Mind you, that this same group, they were not first seeded. Nigeria is first seeded on this group. And they found South Africa. But then we saw what happened at the tail end of the first half. We saw the incident. We are carving. That guy's jumping power almost needs to be studied. How he jumped, made that jump.
Spider-Man.
And buried the ball. But then we saw that the ball hit his head, hit his hand, and got into the net. And like I said in my shot, had it been there was VAR,
That goal would have been chalked off.
could have been cancelled.
But the question remains,
Ask me
why
question,
is there
my
no
brother.
VAR in a World Cup qualifiers?
We now need to talk to CAF.
Why is there no VAR
We
in
now
a
need
World
to
Cup
talk to
qualifiers?
CAF. We now need to talk to CAF because it has to. We need a fair game. Even there were incidences where VAR could have been called upon when there were some infringements in today's game. Whether elbow, there was raising of leg. There were incidences where the VAR could have radioed the referee to assist the referee on how to go about it. But then it happened 1-1. Mind you, at that time, the Nigerian side has taken charge of this game. But then coming into the second half, I have to give it to Hugo Bruce. I'll give it to him for making sure that he had to calm down things. He had to bring the game down because see that the momentum was oozing from the Nigerian side. But then, guy, we now saw. I will give that second half. You see the second half performance. I beg, I will pack it. Pack all the accolades, pack all the credit, and give it to my man, Mbokasi. If you don't want to give him, I don't know. But for me, I'll give the performance of the entire match today to Mbokasi. Are you not aware that this guy is just only 17 years old?
19
years old, rather. And look at how he muzzled the Nigerian attacking lines. Are you not aware that Mbokasi, who is 19-year-old, faced the best African player? Well, I'm not even reason that part. He made the best African player not looking like the best African player. We saw him by the lines, he will tackle. We saw him by the corner, he will tackle. We saw him at the center, he will tackle. We saw him even driving to the midfield to score goal. One person, Mbokasi. You have to give it to the South Africans. It is their day. Mona collect them, enjoy them. Tomorrow it might be your turn, Nigeria. It might be back to your turn. But you see this one, now then get them. Nigeria did not start this tournament. I call it tournament now. They did not start it on time. They did not start well. How can you go to the World Cup and after 8 games, you have 5 draws? Check them now. 5 draws in 8 games, and you want to go to the World Cup. What are you going there to do now?
represent Africa.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Same thing. Maybe I will fire Tunisia small. You have qualified for the 3rd World Cup now at the Euro. Don't you ever try and say you want to come out from group stage. First World Cup, the first one group stage you left. Second one group stage you left. This one you don't go again. Stop wasting our slots. There are other countries there. One Africa.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The South African side, the glory is there for them. See, it is not just about individual players. I will say that again. You cannot match the individual players of South Africa to the Nigerian side. Some people will now start attacking and say, international look at leave matter. If you are truthful to yourself, if you can remove your head from being a Nigerian and being a South African and look with the eyes of a balanced eye, you know that when it comes to individual players, we also saw that happen today. I don't want to mention names of the South African players that I think that they were not even at the party. In fact, let me even mention one. Should I? Apollo started well, but within few minutes, he died off from the game. We saw that happen today. Mbule, one will hail him, but Mbule needs to raise his game higher. This is the World Cup, though. South Africa, for me, South Africa is going to the World Cup. Oh, please, you have to go there and perform.
Very well.
Perform, please, for the love of African football. Okay? So, well, there's still time. I hope that the players that will represent us as Africans from the South African extraction will be those players that are highly valuable, that will go and improve the glory of African football in South Africa. We saw what Morocco did in the last one, getting to the 4th position. We want another nation. In fact, we want 2 nations from Africa to get to the semi-finals. 2, so that we'll be sure that we are going home with a medal.
Of course.
But then it is what it is for Nigeria.
Possibly.
Their last hope now is match day. Jesus Christ.
The way you said that last hope.
Oh, last hope. It's their last hope.
Hey.
Match day 9 and match day 7. If you like, we are playing Lesotho and collect draw again. In fact, if you like, we will be breaking records. We will be collecting draw. How can you play 8 games and 5 draws? And you want to go to the World Cup? Who knows? He might end up becoming 6 draws. Because, no, let me not say bad thing. But Nigerian football, if we are to be very, 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 very sincere, work needs to be done.
Honestly.
We have individual players.
Honestly.
But we need to bring them together to play. Nah, many countries don't have half of what we have as individual players. Plenty. Players break it. But then, it is what it is. So big ups to the Bafana of this world. To the side that said, you see this particular World Cup, we are going there. And they prepared from the beginning.
Of course, they have been preparing.
Yes, and see where they are now. See, as it stands, whether FIFA wants to collect the 3 points or no 3 points, -3 or no -3,
it doesn't change
anything.
It does not change
at
anything.
all.
So those of you that are shouting 3 point, forget about that.
That story has ended.
Nigerians should just focus on making sure they make it in their remaining 2 games. Forget about South Africa. South Africa is not a problem.
Yeah. But please, lastly, is it who is the guy that they gave the defender that they gave a second? Is it Nzemaja or what? That they gave a second yellow card today. I beg, I advise you guys now, the Bafana management squad. Remember that this guy has a second yellow card. Don't do to what you have done with Mokwena for his own side. I beg.
Hopefully, the data analyst should.
I beg. Let that correction be made, okay? And we just hope for the best. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. You guys can be part of this conversation in the comment section. We can't wait to hear from you. And those of you that are also watching and have watched to this extent, thank you so much. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't get to miss any of our contents. We have a whole lot in store for you guys, and it was great to see this wonderful international break. All the players now will be, both those that came from far, they will be going back to their respective clubs to continue with the rest of the league. And also, for those of you that have been following us, you know we do African football here. I can't wait to see the rest of all the African team, Mamelodi Sundowns and the rest in action. We cannot just wait. We are excited. And to those of you our subscribers that have been supporting us, thank you so much. We appreciate you for the love you show us on this channel. And I think we'll be doing this again next month, October, where they'll be playing the final stages of the qualifiers. We also can't wait. So stay glued to this channel for the premium and maximum entertainment and the intel in Football Intel. I still remain your host of Football Intel, Mr. Dominion Chooks. And of course, doing this beside me all the time, no other person than my top-notch African soccer analyst, Mr. Victor Siokwu. We both are saying bye for now, African football to the world. Siyabonga, South Africa, and
God bless Nigeria.